everyone, my name is Kaylee and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Kaylee & Co. I felt really inspired to sit down and share with you guys some of my top tips for staying healthy while traveling. It can be really hard when you're on the go to balance a healthy diet and having a fitness routine. If you are interested in hearing all of my tips, be sure to keep on watching. But first, my name is Kaylee and I make videos about life, travel, career, business. So if you are new, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like the tips. And let's get into it. The way that I first started going about this when I started to travel a lot for work was I would just pretend I was on vacation. I would eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, not exercise at all, and I would always come home from trips so bloated and feeling like I gained 15 pounds that week. Our food tour plan is drinks and these appetizers here, crazy dessert, ice cream concoctions, then best burger of our lives. It was just this like on and off. I just felt like my body was constantly in flux versus being like consistently healthy, consistently fit, and feeling like I'm consistently taking care of myself. Over time, you figure out what works best for your body, both when it comes to diet and fitness. Make sure you are mindful of your body and what it needs, especially when it comes to hydration, rest, and endorphins. When you're traveling for work, oftentimes your days are filled with client or customer meetings. So my typical day when I'll travel to New York for work, for example, I'll have like 2 to 3 coffee meetings throughout the day. I'll meet with clients for lunches, for dinners, for happy hours, and even after that to socialize. So it's a full day of caffeine, heavy, rich meals, and also alcohol. Whenever I go away now, I try to, of course, and I recommend to drink a lot of water. Airplanes especially are dehydrating. Be careful of how much caffeine you're consuming, even if you do have 3 different coffee client meetings a day. And also be aware of that, especially because it's easy to have caffeine as your go-to when you're traveling to places in different time zones and you need to be on your game. It helps, but sometimes I found myself drinking caffeine like all day, and I try to like just cut it off and drink a normal amount instead of overindulging, just because I'm in a different place. Same with alcohol at the happy hours and dinners with clients. You know, it's normal to have like a glass of wine or 2, and I know some people are the type of people who will have like a lot of fun, and I'm gonna take this off. I really don't like to mix a lot of alcohol while I travel because it is dehydrating. So if I am going to have alcohol at a happy hour, I'll try to just stick to 1 glass. That might not be realistic for some people, but my tip is to stay mindful of your alcohol consumption just as you would stay mindful of your caffeine consumption, and you're watching how you're hydrating yourself, because that does affect how bloated you get, you know, how your body will feel. It's important to sleep when you can and when you need it. You have to be mindful of your energy, and it's always better to rest as opposed to caffeinating it up. So if I'm feeling like really tired, I may be the type of person that'll opt out like of the evening activities by 9:30 or 10 to just make sure I get my rest early on in the trip and can have that balance and like replenish my own energy to be able to show up better for work and everything the next day. Also, something that can help you feel rejuvenated is to feel more comfortable by packing pajamas, packing things that you would normally have in your daily routine that maybe you would have typically have left out of your travel suitcase before. Bring them with you. Get travel size of your favorite products just because it helps you feel grounded and brings elements of your normal routine with you on the go. I always used to not pack pajamas in favor of packing like another pair of shoes or whatever, but now I always pack comfortable pajamas wherever I go to make myself feel better and more at home no matter where in the world I am. Usually, because I'm eating way more when I'm traveling than I normally would because I'm going to these lunches and I'm going to these dinners, I'm really mindful about always making sure I'm getting in vegetables and something hydrating when it comes to food. So vegetables and fruit in. And I'm also careful to not eat every single thing that's in front of me just because my eyes are going to be bigger than my stomach at that point, and having smaller portions, you still are able to eat what you want to eat, but you are kind of introducing your body to these richer foods and transitioning it while it's in that state of stress while you're traveling. Eating healthy can be hard when we're going to a bunch of different dinners, places where we're going to be eating rich foods or where we want to eat rich foods. Stopping into a grocery store or corner store and getting yourself some fresh fruit and vegetables to eat throughout the week are going to go a long way for you. One, because your body's going to be rehydrated, you're getting those antioxidants in. Pick some things up for yourself for the week to just keep in your hotel room or with you, or at the office in the refrigerator. It's a way to kind of bring that healthy food and your routine back into your life while traveling. I know a lot of people go on trips for the food, to enjoy the food, and I think vacation is a little bit different. I don't know if you can tell that I'm different, but
I'm different too.
That was the best burger I've ever ate in my whole entire life, and I've changed! Either way, the way that I like to feel when I'm traveling or on vacation is like myself. I want to feel good, I want to feel energetic, I want to be ready to go, and I found that if I'm like really overindulging in food 24/7 for 3 to 5 meals a day, it's just too much. And being mindful of how much I consume and making sure to stick to like those healthier choices helps give me more energy overall. And lastly is the endorphins piece. This part is probably the hardest part of all when you're traveling, because likely you're still going to be active. When I travel for work, I'm walking everywhere, I'm constantly getting from place to place. So before, when I used to go on these trips, that was enough for me. I figured I was active enough, I got my steps in, it's all good. But what I found is that in order to feel really comfortable while traveling and feeling like I'm staying healthy and fit, what I have to do is break a sweat. That's what helps me get those endorphins going in my body again, which makes me feel like I'm back in my normal routine and helps me just approach everything more calm, like evens out my energy, blah blah blah, all of the benefits of exercise. While traveling, I found it even helps with like my digestion, my perspective on things, needing less caffeine, everything. You're going to not want to leave your workout clothes at home. A lot of people just decide to not pack sneakers or workout clothes at all, and the way to actually get yourself to exercise while you're out traveling is to pack them. I don't think they take up that much more space, and at the end of the day, you can always wear those clothes on the airplane. Sometimes it can sound impossible if you have a really packed schedule, but simplify your exercise routine for when you're traveling. Bring resistance bands to help you break a sweat, even if it's just for 10 minutes. They are super easy to bring with you basically everywhere. They fold up, they can fit in your pocket, so I don't want to hear that you can't bring it with you. And doing some quick exercises with these, you can do like stretches with your arms, squats and everything. It helps get your muscles activated, and this can go a long way in making your body feel acclimated to the stress that you face while traveling.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Don't worry, I'm not going to become some like fitness person. I thought I would just show you real quick the exercises I do with the resistance band, just because it's super easy. Literally, go online to any girl who's posting about fitness and you will see her teach this. These are different muscle activations you can do with the resistance band. You don't even need sneakers for it. But I will just put the resistance band over my knee like this and do a few squats. I'll do 10 squats. And then I will also go side to side like this. And then I will do an exercise where I'll pull the band down and go out side to side and work on my balance. Switch legs so you get both sides. It works your balance and your core, I think. And then I'll also do one to kind of activate my glutes and my hamstrings where I push back and I keep the band on one of my shins and then push back with my other foot. And again, switch the legs to do that. So see, super easy. Now you'll want to do about 10 to 15 of each of those, and that helps you break a sweat, gets the endorphins up, activates your muscles, and that's literally all you need while traveling. My expectation of myself isn't that I'm going to get in like a crazy hour workout or have the best workout I've ever had while traveling, but I do push myself to break a sweat. And that can mean that I go for a run for 10 minutes, I climb stairs for 10 minutes, booking hotels with gyms helps. You can just lift weights for 10 minutes and break a sweat. And then the other hack there is to go to workout classes with your coworkers. Maybe opt out of happy hours for one of the days and suggest going to a spin class or a kickboxing class, something like that. I think you'd be surprised how many people are also trying to balance their healthy and fit lifestyles. That way you can still spend time with your coworkers or even your customers and get to have fun. In San Francisco last week, I went with my coworkers to a flywheel class, to a TRX class, and it's fun because you get to experience different places, different studios. You feel like you're taking care of yourself but still like getting out and exploring. ClassPass is a monthly subscription and I love ClassPass. I love the founder's story. I love the company. I think it's brilliant. You can get ClassPass for pretty cheap a month and get a certain amount of credits to go to different gyms or exercise studios in the area. I used to pay for ClassPass instead of a gym membership because I would travel so much, so I would go to classes when I was in Philadelphia and then I would also pay the same amount every month, and when I would be in, California or New York, I could also do classes there. When you take some of that time back for yourself when you're traveling, whether it's when you for work or whether you're traveling for vacation and want to keep some of those elements of your normal routine in, you're able to feel like yourself, you're able to feel better while you're on the go, and it's made all the difference for me. So hopefully if you're somebody who travels a lot or plans for travel, these tips are going to help you feel good while you're on your next trip. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Kaylee. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you soon in another video. Bye!